Good afternoon, this is Darno from Porsche of Ocala. Just taking a moment to show you two of the 2017 Porsche Cayennes that we have here in stock. You have the 2017 Porsche Cayenne S on the left, and then the 2017 Porsche Cayenne Platinum Edition on the right. They're both equipped very well. It's very similar equipment, but there are some differences between the two. And I'm going to go around both vehicles and go over some key features on both. Obviously the S is going to have a little bit more power, so the Cayenne Platinum Edition has the 3.6 V6 engine that produces 300 horsepower, 295 pound-foot of torque, and then the Cayenne S produces 420 horsepower and 406 pound-foot of torque. They both put the power down pretty well, utilizing an 8-speed Tiptronic transmission through an all-wheel drive system. You'll notice that they both have the same wheel options. Both have the 20-inch RS Spider design wheels. The only difference is on the Platinum Edition, because it is the Platinum Edition, the wheels come in satin platinum. So I'm going to start with the 2017 Platinum Edition. Starting up front, here at the air intakes, there's flaps that are closing the grille. They're partially open actually at the moment. They open and close on their own to help with airflow, to make sure proper airflow is going to the engine. The Platinum Edition comes standard with Porsche's PDLS, which is the Porsche Dynamic Light System. This vehicle was upgraded to have the Porsche Dynamic Light System Plus. So instead of just having the 4-point LED daytime running lights with a xenon light, now you have a full LED headlight, which is going to be your center bulb there. It has auto leveling capabilities, as well as cornering capabilities, plus your high beam assist. On the Platinum Edition, you do get the wheel arches here to match the paint of the car. So as you can see on the S, you have black wheel arches. This has the Luxor beige interior, very elegant looking interior. It's equipped with 14-way seats. This vehicle does have the Bose surround sound system, which is a phenomenal system. Both of these vehicles are equipped with it. Has a lane change assist, which is going to be your blind spot detection, as most manufacturers call it. So when using the radar system that's in the back of the car, if someone's in your blind spot, this light's going to come on. A little hard to see right now, but you can adjust the brightness of that through the TFT display, which I'll show you right now. TFT is going to be this little display here. So you have your 5 gauges just like you would in a 911. They wanted to transfer the sporty feel to the Cayenne. So in the TFT, you have multiple menus. You have your vehicle menu, you have your audio menu, your navigation, your map, your phone, trip computer, tire pressure, and back around to the vehicle menu. From this menu, you can actually access your settings, which was a wonderful idea. Leaves everything right there at your fingertips while driving, makes everything very easy. In 2017, they went to the newest radio design, the PCM, the newest version of the PCM that has a frameless display, which is really nice. And it has a proximity sensor as well. So as your hand gets close to the screen, your options will pop up. That way it looks cleaner most of the time. Very typical of Porsche, you have all the buttons laid out there for you for your climate settings. Everything's done for simplicity because you want to make the driving experience as enjoyable as possible. You have your standard sport mode, which is going to change the throttle response and the shifting patterns. You have your automatic start and stop on the newer, all of the newer vehicles. This is going to allow for the engine to shut down when you come to a complete stop so that you can conserve fuel. It's very easy to deactivate it. You just press this button here, the red light comes on, and it'll no longer shut off on its own. But it is done so that to help save on fuel. You have your heated and ventilated seats on the driver and passenger side with the way that this vehicle is equipped. You have Porsche's new multi-function steering wheel, which does quite a bit, including helping you navigate through the TFT. So on the left side here, you have your volume control, you have your button to answer the phone, this diamond shaped button which you can customize, and some of the things you can customize, just like we were just talking about the automatic start and stop, you could actually program that function to the steering wheel button. On the opposite side, you have a button to hang up the phone, and you have your back button for the TFT and then the roller to control the TFT. These do come with the paddle shifters in case you want to have some sporty driving. The instrument clusters are black. The one on the Cayenne S, the instrument dials are in white. See, everything here on this layout is a little smoother on how it responds. You have the memory package, so you have memory seats on the driver and passenger side. This does have the Porsche entry and drive. So on each door handle, because it is an SUV, they put it on all the door handles. So what this is going to do is allow you the option to put your hand inside the handle to unlock the car, and then press right here to lock it, as long as the key is within a 4-foot range. You do have a key that stays in the ignition, but it won't work unless the key is actually inside the car. The seats do fold down in the rear to a 40-20-40 split, so you can bring the driver's side down, the center down, or the passenger side down, or the rear passenger side down. Once they go down, they actually lock down, so you don't have to worry about anything flopping around in the back. Then you have a handle underneath here in front of the seat. This is so you can actually slide the seat forward a little bit. That way you get a little bit more into the back of the car. This car is equipped with the 4-zone climate control. So you not only have the dual zone up front, you have the dual zone in the rear, so your rear passengers can be as comfortable as possible by changing the temperature settings, changing which vents the air comes out of, and you also have heated and ventilated seats for the rear passengers as well. And you got two 12-volt outlets in case you have anyone that has any electronic devices in the back. In 2016, they changed quite a few features on the look of the Cayenne. One of the really nice things that they did was change to these LED tail lights. They're 4-point LED brake lights, just like the headlights are 4-point LED daytime running lights. The power tailgate is standard. Because this car has the entry and drive, you do get an extra button here on the tailgate. So the one on the left will allow you to program the height as well as close the hatch, while the one on the right will allow you to close the hatch and lock the vehicle. You do get the collapsible spare. You get a privacy shade, so you can cover up anything that you might have in the back of the vehicle. It's easily removable. Both vehicles have the tow hitch. Most people don't know, but these Cayennes will tow up to 7,700 pounds, so they're pretty much class leading when it comes to being able to tow and for usability. You do have 4 sensors in the front and rear of this vehicle with a backup camera that has guiding lines to help you park. You get the same on here on the S. Now, as I take a step back, the first noticeable difference between the Platinum Edition and the S is the quad tips. On the S model, give it a slightly sportier look. Again, you have the RS Spider design wheels. Now this one has the PDLS for headlights. So you got the xenon headlight, the 4-point LED daytime running lights, and then the cornering light right in here. The interior on the Cayenne S is black. This one doesn't have the entry and drive, so you have one button just to close the tailgate, and you don't have a key that stays in the ignition. This one has the Bose surround sound system, just like the other one. Again, very elegant looking interior. Yeah, the rear vents doesn't have the rear vent control, but you still have vents for your rear passengers so that they can stay comfortable. You do have the lane change assist with this vehicle as well. The 14-way seats with the memory package. Again, you have the instrument dials in white, which is definitely a unique look. Matches the exterior of the car. And you have this car is equipped with Sport Chrono, so the chrono dial is in white. What you get with the Sport Chrono is going to be, not only do you get the Sport mode, you get Sport Plus, which gives you the ability for launch control, your Sport Plus mode, so that you can get even better throttle response, even later shifts, dynamic engine mounts, and then obviously the chrono clock. This has the aluminum shift knob, which adds a very different look to the interior. It's very unique, very muscular, I'd like to say is a good word to describe it. As you can see, all the controls are pretty much the same as the other vehicle. The radio is the same. They both have navigation, the navigation standard on the Cayenne. All the options here are going to be the same in the TFT display, except you have the ability to start the stop clock right here. This Cayenne S, even though it is a 2017, it's still brand new. It has 115 miles on it from test drives, while the Platinum Edition is one of our service loaners. So I'll show you what the miles are on this. And this has 11,388 miles. The two wonderful vehicles. Hopefully this information helps. And we'll speak to you soon. You have a wonderful day. Thank you.